So Acho, money green. Was it a good move by the Patriots to re-sign Cam?
So it was a great move at that price.
Oh, there you go.
I had to. I come on this show to be honest with you, dog. I missed you these last 2 days. I'm going to be real. I'm going to start with that honesty. But then the second thing is, it was a great move to re-sign him at that price. Cam Newton got paid really good backup quarterback money. That's what he did. He got paid great backup quarterback money or terrible starting quarterback money. $14 million deal, but as reports are starting to come out, roughly $6 million are laced in bonuses. Yeah. So really it's more like an $8 million base salary. Well, who else is making $8 million or less this year? Marcus Mariota. He signed a 2-year, $18 million deal last year to back up Derek Carr in Oakland. Mariota, $7.5 million assigned. So he made $7.5 million guaranteed, kind of like Cam Newton's making $8 million right now. Right. Well, Mariota's base salary this year is $10.2 million. Cam Newton's base is $8 million. Cam got paid really good backup quarterback money.
Why you keep highlighting it and emphasizing backup?
Because
I know what you're doing.
I want all of the world to know it was a great deal for the Patriots at that price. What did they do? They ran what you and I had to run in classes in college, you more so than I, because you went to Columbia and I only went to Texas. A cost-benefit analysis.
Yes, we did.
That's all it is. It's like, what's it going to cost and what's the benefit? At $14 million, roughly $9 million of base, I'm committed, but I ain't really committed. I'm not like, I got a foot in the water, but I ain't got my whole body in the water. I ain't got to worry about wearing no goggles or a swimming cap. So I love the signing because the signing still gives them freedom to continue to shop around. I like the signing because the signing says, hey, Cam, you're the quarterback of right now. Not necessarily the future, but you're the quarterback of right now.
Right now? That means this entire year, 2021, this season?
Sir.
Oh, okay. You were saving that for your next lap. Oh, my God. This is a great move by the Patriots, and I'm not going to undercut the move like Acho and give you that backhanded compliment. It was a great move by the Patriots because he's a backup. That's not what's happening in New England. They just got Cam Newton at a starting quarterback performance level with backup quarterback money. You know, last time I checked, we used to call that a hometown discount. You know, we didn't disparage it either. When Tom Brady was taking haircut after haircut, it was a positive to build around him. But when Cam Newton does the same thing, let me find out, since it ain't Black History Month, you're going to disparage the brother for doing the same thing that Tom Brady, the man, did and didn't have a problem with it. All seriousness, let's talk about what Cam Newton just did. He just showed the New England Patriots that, you know what? As much as I did in terms of performance, there were some positives, there were some negatives.
Yes, sir.
I left some things on the table that I want to address. So let's not get into a sticky negotiation if I'm Bill Belichick and Cam Newton. You understand, Bill Belichick, you threw me to the wolves. I was signed in July to go to a team that this team and its offensive philosophy is so difficult that no quarterback succeeds in year one. Oh, you think I'm just talking? Let's go way back with Vinny Testaverde when he joined Bill Belichick and his philosophy with the Cleveland Browns. Wasn't a winning year for him, but that's before your time. You're only 2 years old. Let's go to Tom Brady. When he was drafted by the Patriots in 2000, year two with Belichick, that's when he got the start and opportunity. Not year one. Year one, Cam Newton, you saw the results. Matt Castle, it took him to year 4 to even get that. Everybody talking about that 11-5. Oh, look out, Tom Brady. That was year 4. He got to absorb, internalize the system. Jimmy Garoppolo, year 3. My point is this. Bill Belichick knows nobody's mastering this system, especially in year 1. So Cam Newton, I know there's more left on the table. You know there's more left on the table. Let's not throw all our money on the table, all our chips in the middle on that table. Let's just save some for going forward and establish you as the starting franchise quarterback that you are.
I'm not mad at the take. I noticed you left off the name Jacoby Brissett. I noticed you just kind of conveniently left the one that went 2-0 as a star. I know you conveniently left that name
it doesn't fit the narrative, does it?
Never, America, if you hear nothing else, never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
My dog.
Carry that into the weekend. But here's what I'll say. Cam Newton Marcellus is taking this pay cut, if you will, by forcefully. Tom Brady took it willingly.
Time out. I got to interrupt you right now. Time out. Okay. How is it by force and Cam Newton didn't even enter the free agency market? If it was by force, Cam Newton would have said, let me see my options, and then I come back to you, Bill Belichick. Say that again now.
You know what you got to offer, big dog. It's like before I ended up on Speak for Yourself, before I had a daily show, before I was with you sitting up here in these suits that Fox provided, before I was on a billboard, I knew my value perceived by the world wasn't as high. So what was I going to do? I know my value, so I'm not necessarily going to test free agent markets in certain aspects of my life, relational aspects of my life, because I know my value's not as high. The mirror works. I looked in the mirror this morning. It worked. Yeah. Cam Newton has looked in the mirror, obviously, because he be on Instagram more than most.
Hello.
Cam Newton looks in the mirror, and he knows, you know what? I could test the market if I want to. What happened when I did that last year? Didn't really do it by choice, but the Panthers and we parted ways. I sat, and I sat, and I sat, and I sat. And then finally, the Patriots called me. Finally, after all that waiting, they called. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take this deal forcefully. This ain't willingly. I'm going to take this deal forcefully. So Cam Newton took backup quarterback money because he knows that's what he's viewed as right now. So guess what? I'd rather take backup quarterback money than backup quarterback responsibility. I just came up with that right now.
Poetic.
I would rather take backup quarterback money to be a starter than backup quarterback responsibility. The rest of the NFL is offering Cam Newton backup quarterback responsibility. The Patriots are offering him starting quarterback responsibility but backup quarterback money. So is it a good move? It's a great move. It's a win-win. We don't often see win-wins in life. We don't often see win-wins in the NFL, but Cam Newton got his starter. The Patriots got their backup by dollar signs, and everybody's happy.
God, Acho, boy, sometimes we meet in the same place, but boy, did we take two different ways to get there. You know me, I'm going to take the alley. Where they at? Where they at? Here you go. Is it a well-lit boulevard? And then we go meet, like, what a boy, let's do this. Same folk. Here's the problem with you, man. You try to give me this dollar store version of Cam Newton's contract and responsibilities. You keep telling me he's the 99-cent store version of a starting quarterback. When you don't understand what's really at play, the long play in this situation.
What's that?
Let me hit you like this. Like I said, we're going to meet on the boulevard, even though I took the alley. There's a cup right there. Half to you, empty. To me, half full. I tell you why. Cam, even if he reaches all of his incentives, 17th highest paid quarterback in the league. That's good not only for Cam Newton, because as Cam Newton has stated before on Instagram, I'm already rich. He told a little kid that, let alone the world. He's already got his money. What he's playing for is something greater than just the money, just the compensation. He's trying to chase a ring, and he's trying to chase that greatness that right now looks a little elusive to him. So when I look at this situation, I want you to understand a couple of nuggets, since we're chopping it up on the boulevard now, before the club opens up. I don't know why we hear that early, but the point is, let's talk some shop right here. Cam Newton accounted for 13 touchdowns last year of the New England Patriots' 32 scrimmage touchdowns. That's 40.6%. Most people out there are like, that's a boring-ass stat. Let me tell you why that is important. That was the highest percentage by any player in the NFL on their team. Next was Kyler Murray. I'm talking about impacting the scoreboard. I'm talking about having an impact on your team. Cam Newton had the greatest impact on his team. That also means that team must have been hella sorry if Cam Newton had that great an impact on that team and that team still only won 7 games. I give it to you like this. Is Tom Brady good? Is Tom Brady great? Is Tom Brady accurate with the football? Yes, yes, yes. You know who had a better completion percentage than Tom Brady last year? This same Cam Newton. We still on the boulevard. You start hearing them, they pulling up them little chains, and then the fences start to open up. We ain't in the club yet. Who had a better completion percentage on high passes, higher passer rating down the field throws? Is Russell Wilson good or Russell Wilson great on down the field throws? He's great. You know, Cam Newton had a better completion percentage on those same downfield throws. My point is this. If you want to look at that cup and keep saying half empty, that's fine. Belichick, Cam Newton, myself are all seeing the opportunity to grow in a half-full cup. You mad at me now, huh?
Strong.
Open up, club. Let's
Strong.
go.
I'm not mad at that. The only place that I can not even push back but offer another take is yes, Cam Newton did some good. He did some good in parts. But, Sel, it's like that old adage, Marcellus Wiley. If I were to give you a bottle of water, right, and then I were just to sprinkle a little bit of acid in that bottle of water, just a little bit, not a lot, Just a little bit of acid in that bottle. But you still want to drink it?
Do I know what's in there?
Yes.
Well, no, I don't.
Exactly. Cam Newton, he had some good. He didn't even have the majority good. He had some good, but he had a little bit of interception. He had a little bit of unforced error. He had enough sprinkle in his performance to make you say, ooh, I don't know if I want that as a starter at least. I want it. I drink it if I'm walking through the desert and I'm parched and I'm going to run my chance. I'm going to run the risk. I'm parched. Bill Belichick is parched of a quality quarterback. He's parched of somebody that wants to willingly be on this team. He had the most opt-outs last year.
Yes.
The most.
Yes.
Tom Brady, his affectionate lover of 19, 20 years, departed. Bill Belichick is parched. So he said, you know what? I'll run a chance. I know there might be some cyanide in that. I know there might be some, but I'm going to run the chance. Why am I saying this, America? I'm not saying this because I got beef with Cam. I love Cam. Cam's a much better dresser than I. Cam has much more money than I. Cam is much more swaggy than I. But I'm saying this because the Patriots lost 4 games by 1 possession. And Cam Newton had pivotal errors in each of those 4 games. 25% of the NFL game, 24%, let me not lie to y'all. Okay. 24% of NFL games are decided by 3 points or less. 1 possession or less is 50%. Well, I just told y'all, 4 of the Patriots games decided by 1 possession or less. That's a quarter of the season. And Cam Newton had pivotal errors in all of those. So it's not a dumb move to sign Cam Newton at that price. But still, make no mistake about it. That was not I love you forever money. So, again, it's Friday, so I'm going to bring it up because I always do every Friday. What? If you were to propose to one of your first 4 fiancés with, remember the Cracker Jack box, how they had rings in them?
Hell yeah, I love that prize.
Show up with the little Cracker Jack box proposal and be like, hey, will you be mine? Yeah, it's commitment.
She giggling because she know I got that thing behind there. You know what I'm saying?
So it's commitment, but is it really commitment? It's kind of like those like wait for me engagement rings. It's not like the one with the diamond ring.
You know about all this. You're talking a lot of engagement.
Promise ring.
Boy, you going on a bachelor all of a sudden. You talking engagements all day.
That's what they gave Cam Newton, Sal. They gave Cam Newton a promise ring. They gave Cam Newton promise ring money.
That's cold.
Like, I'm with you, but I'm not really with you. And that's how I feel about this situation, big dog.
Damn, you said Bill Belichick. He should have went to Jared. Stupid as hell. Hey, I'm not going to let you do this to Cam Newton.
They did it. I didn't do it.
No.
I didn't create the news. I reported the news. Don't be mad at me for reporting the news.
Yeah, but then the process of reporting the news has to go through your mindset, your psychology,
that's fair,
your biases. And all of a sudden, that pure water that they gave you comes out with cyanide in it because Acho doesn't believe in Cam Newton anymore. That's why you give him so many compliments, because you know you're undercutting him. You really ain't believing in him in terms of being a quarterback. I say to you the same example you said to me. If I'm in the desert and I'm parched,
yes, sir,
and somebody comes up to me and say, I have some water, but it's in their hands, I'm not caring if it's calloused. I'm not caring that some water is dripping between the fingers and seeping through. I'm just caring that they're going to quench my thirst.
Okay,
Cam Newton last year found himself in July needing some water. And then he looked at a situation like New England. And remember, this is the same New England that even a guy like Matthew Stafford's like, I'm not going there. Like, I'll go a lot of places, not there. And Matthew Stafford's not alone. Cam Newton said, I'll take the water. I understand it has to go through your hands. I understand it's not going to be much. 8 COVID opt-outs. I understand, Bill Belichick, you face tremendous obstacles. This team was so bad that 20-year starter GOAT Tom Brady left. He said there's not enough. And before he left, he snapped on everybody, every game on the sidelines, because he knew they didn't have enough to compete. But Cam Newton said, that's enough water for me. My glass will be half full. Not full, half full. That's where Cam Newton is right now. Let me give it to you like this. Let's go back to our childhood, our impressionable years. For you, did you like Michael Vick as a quarterback?
Loved. I had his shoes. I still got his shoes in my closet.
No, Michael Vick ran the NFL in terms of the fandom and the peers just buying into his game. Do you know that Cam Newton last year had more rushing touchdowns than Michael Vick ever had in a season? Take down your poster. I understand. It's still in your room somewhere. Tell mom and dad, pull it down. Do you understand that Cam Newton is only 31 years old, is going to be 32 by the start of the season, and that 3 of the last 5 MVPs in the NFL have been older than that age? I'm not saying Cam Newton's going to return to MVP form. He's already been an MVP. But I'm saying that there is still some upside to Cam Newton with continuity, staying in this system, and realizing this year, Bill Belichick's actually walking up to him with a cup of water full. They have $60+ million in cap space. They actually have a team that's going to want to play and is not going to opt out because of COVID. Cam Newton's coming to a situation that was that close to winning 11 games. They won 7, 4 close ones. If they just close those games, not win those games, just finish those games, Acho, that's an 11-win team. Maybe winning that division.
But we have to remember, you said if they just close those close games. The they is Cam, right? Let's change that pronoun if we can go back to English class. Okay. Let's change that pronoun to the noun of Cam Newton.
Really?
The they is
only
pro.
Receivers? No tight ends?
They were at the Patriots lost 24-21 to the Buffalo Bills. They were at the 19-yard line when they fumbled. They was Cam Newton. The Patriots lost to the Broncos 18-12.
Right,
the defense had 2 interceptions in the last 4 minutes and gave they the ball back. It was 18-9 when they had the ball with 4 minutes. They was Cam Newton, and all they did was get 3 points, and they lost 18-12 instead of they winning. They had the ball against the Texans with 4 minutes left, and they could have gone down the field to get a touchdown. They didn't. They is Cam Newton. So they were just 4 wins away, just 4 possessions away from having 11 wins. But they didn't do it. And they is Cam Newton. So what's up with they, Sal?
Well, they, pretty good there. They had a higher passer rating than Matt Ryan at the end of the season. You want to know why that is important to me? Because it shows me that Cam Newton, in a system that they didn't know, and then Cam Newton, when he caught the COVID, but only they caught it, and then he comes back and he still rebounds to a level that is not only acceptable as a starter, but starting to show some sparks of they looking better. That's why they made this deal. They are going to benefit from this coming forward. Man, I feel like I flunked English just now.